Buddy, welcome back to Uncle Snoop Daddy TV. I'm Rich, and today I just want to share a quick video with you about 3 things that I do when I'm sourcing. I kind of use a investor's kind of like mentality, like it's tiny investments, like quarters, 50 cents, a dollar, here and there, and I just want to share with you how it expands my mind and it gets me to look for other things. So I'll just get right into it. The first thing I do is I invest my time into research. I research items like, I don't know, you just like go on eBay and you type in like rare. Everything has a rare item. Even there's rare socks. So if you can, what you're looking for and you find that item, I'll leave a comp at the end of the video on some of the stuff that I talk about. If you find like the rare items, then it broadens everything that you're looking for when you're out there sourcing for goods. And but everything has a rare item. I'm telling you, go check it out, and I'll even show you like $30 pair of socks. It's ridiculous. That sold comps that sold. And other ways that I research is I look for maybe hints in like movies of, like, you go on YouTube and you see like what movies are coming out, and if they happen to be comic book movies, I look into that comic book. If they happen to be like video game movies, maybe I'll look into that video game, or you just try to get ahead of the game. Like an example, I started picking these up. They're little He-Man dolls because I heard a little thing that He-Man might be coming out with a movie, which makes sense because there's been a G.I. Joe and Transformers. This is like in October I heard this, and I haven't heard anything since, but I found these like a quarter. You get He-Man and Skeletor and into the big names, then you're spending money, but these, I'll show you a comp that are, you can get these less than you can get He-Man's axe and stuff for. So once a movie drops or something like that, it's an investment, and there's absolutely no risk to it. And that's the second thing I wanted to talk about. After you're researching stuff and you realize what you're looking for, the way to protect yourself is, if I got a whole bunch of those He-Men and the movie never came out, I would just put them in lots and sell them as 80s toys, and they're going to hit for a lot more than I paid for them. So the second thing I do is investments. Is if I can get like kind of an investment mentality, is when I'm searching for stuff and sourcing, I look for pins and video games at a super cheap price, and I just let them stack up a little bit, and then I'll put them in the lots and I'll sell them. You can do this to protect yourself with the research stuff, and like we were talking about before, it's just a cycle. It just keeps going. And if you get like some Sega Genesis games and Xbox games, and you get like 5, 6 of them, you can sell them for a lot more than you probably got them for if you pick the right times to buy them. So that's what this video is about. Is like how like I use an investment mentality when I'm sourcing for goods to open up more categories in my head. So like pins, let me show you. I like to collect like stupid pins, and they're worthless all by themselves, but you get 10, 15, 20, 30 maybe of these in different categories, and I'll show you comps on how you can get 20. If you're getting these things for pennies and dimes and quarters, then after they add up and you're getting bigger dollar amounts for them, then it's definitely worth that investment. And the last thing I do is, I don't know anything about comic books. I know a little bit about baseball cards and stuff like that, but I know there's a big market for comic books. I mean, obviously, look at the movies and stuff like that. So what I've done to kind of put myself in that game without actually dipping in and being that super nerd. I mean, I'm a nerd, but not a super nerd. I will just look out for real cheap comic books, and I'll get number ones, like first issues or first appearances and stuff like that. And I'll kind of sit on them. And what if one of the movies comes out? Like here's a good example right here. Night Mass #1. It's a Marvel book, and it's his first appearance and everything, and I paid probably under $1 for that. Adam Warlock. That's an Infinity Gauntlet, like we just saw in the movies, and I got this way before the movies for under $1, and when the movie came out, I was like, oh my god, this thing's probably worth 10 to 12 bucks I could probably get for it, but I'm going to hold on to it until he comes out, So that's what I mean by like investing in like comic books. I don't know anything about them, but I know enough to where I'm going to get the first issues and the first appearances, because the worst thing that could happen is I just lot them together and sell them if I'm sitting on them too long as first appearance lot. You're going to sell that on eBay for more than the 50 cents dollar that you spent for it when you get them all together. And that's kind of the mentality I'm trying to share with you that I use. In my opinion, it works for me very well. And it just kind of makes sourcing for goods a little more fun, because I have another aspect to look at. With these comic books, I want to show you another trick. If you want to make comic books and stuff worth a little bit of money, you take that mentality to like a Comic-Con or stuff like that. So if you're in bigger like San Diego, you can get to bigger Comic-Cons and you can get these like books. Like I got this autograph by Bob Wycheck, the guy that drew it, for 75 cents. The cover, he did it for free. You find the guys like that. I got the Doctor Strange comic books ordered by the same, autographed by the same guy. You get those things are gonna go now. If I get these graded or something, what cost me $1.50, I could probably get almost $300 to $200 for it. So that's a little trick to make your comic books worth a little bit more money. If you hit a Comic-Con or if you see one as a reseller, just go and pick up some stuff. You get a great price there. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you like the content, so I can put out